his name was accepted for that. There was also a story about how they'd have a sort of a lottery to see which boys and girls they should match. So they wanted me to say what was the meaning, but I said to Miraben, it's not a very pure meaning, but matching up people. And the Christian church wanted to do away with a special festival that they did, and so they decided to dedicate a day, and it's from the year 500 that they actually have been celebrating Valentine's Day. But it has come to mean many things over the years, and especially it's that you dedicate something to the one that you love. And so, of course, for us it means we dedicate something special to Baba, because he's our true lover and beloved as well. And so today, a special day, happy Valentine's Day to Baba. Right? And Sister Sudha is going to sing a special Valentine's Day song. Can Sudha Ben come to the stage, please? For your beloved Sudha Ben, please.
Om Shanti. It's a Hindi song, and of course the song of love. जीत ही लेंगे बाजी हम तुम, खेल अधूरा छूटे ना.
We will definitely win this game. Let not this game be left incomplete. This bond of love, this lifelong bondage, let it never break. Let not this bond of love break. Where the earth meets the sky, let us go over there. So where the earth meets the sky, let us go over there. You are for me and I am for you. You are for me and I am for you. Let us reject this world. Let us establish a heaven of the heart, which the world cannot loot. This bond of love, this bond of life, let it never break. Let not this bond of love get broken. There is joy in meeting, and there is sorrow on not meeting. Let the quarrel, let us go beyond the happiness of meeting and the sorrow of not meeting, and finish off with these conflicts. You should not be you, and I should not be I. You should not be you, and I should not be me. Let us get merged. Get merged in the bond of love. I will never leave you, and you also don't get annoyed with me. This bond of love, this bond of life, let it never break. Let not this bond of love ever get broken.
Om Shanti. Good morning. Geeta ka arth mila na?
You got the meaning of the song, yes? No matter what happens, this bond will not break because it is the bond of love.
ऐसे मिल जाएंगे एक दो में
That
प्यार वो
That is that kind of love that the two get merged in it in such a way that the word Baba gave was loveleen, get lost in the
तो
love.
ये भी एक
So
पुराना
that this was also an old song,
कायदा है
and it's an
पहले
old
engagement,
principle.
फिर शादी
First there's the engagement and then marriage.
एंगेजमेंट के बाद थोड़ा वेट करते हैं
And after engagement they wait a little,
बदल न जाए मन
that the heart doesn't
आजकल तो
change.
शादी के बाद भी बदल
These
जाता
days,
है
even after getting married, they change their minds.
परंतु
But
हम बाबा के बच्चों की
we, Baba's children,
एंगेजमेंट के साथ साथ शादी भी हो जाती
along with the engagement with Baba, we also get married to him at the same time.
पक्का सौदा कर लेते हैं
We have this firm
तेरे
bond.
जैसा मुझे नहीं मिलेगा
We know that
मुझे नहीं मिलेंगी
we are never going to find anyone like him. And he also knows that he won't find anyone like us.
वो कहेंगे
This
इन
is the
जैसा
bond
कोई
between the
नहीं
two.
मिलेगा, वो कहेगा इन जैसी
He also
सच्ची
says
सजनी कहाँ
that he will
मिलेगी?
also not find such a true bride as this one, and we also know that we will not find such a bridegroom. So to be loyal, faithful, and to be true to the one.
वर्षे की परवाह नहीं करेगा
So the one,
यहाँ जबरदस्ती वर्षा ले लेगा
it's not a question of taking
सत्य में
inheritance
जबरदस्ती नहीं चलता है
when you are taken or you have taken the pledge of being true to the one.
में सच्चाई
There is honesty,
ईमानदारी वफादारी
there is loyalty, there is the attitude of
जैसे
being
चला है।
faithful. As he places me, it is always
पिताव्रत में कभी
Haji.
हाँ करेगा
In Pitavrat, that is, those who are obedient to the fathers, they might just say that, oh, sometimes yes, sometimes not, and they may even claim their inheritance by force. But in Sativrata, that is, those who are true, loyal, obedient, they never have any force. We have seen in Mama,
बाबा यहाँ बैठे मामा यहाँ बैठे
there are two
कहती
santlis,
मैं
two
सामने
seats.
बैठूं।
Papa used to sit on one seat and she used to sit on the other. Mama had often expressed the wish that she should sit in front of him. But Baba said, no, sit with me or beside me.
सारा टाइम
So all the
बाबा
time,
ऐसे मामा को देखते रहे।
Baba used to
मामा बाबा
continue to look at Mama, and Mama used to look
कभी
at
सामने
Baba.
नहीं मामा ने हमको देखा होगा
Mama, we never saw Mama sitting in front. They were always looking at each other, she ready to imbibe his instructions.
लास्ट 5-6 साल बाबा ने
In the last 5 or
टाइम
6 years,
मूली चलाई थी
according to the times he
बहुत
gave
तेज
those
मूली हो
accurate
जाती
Murli,
है ना।
he saw that many
4 पेज की
Murli
मूली हो
would
गए।
last for many pages, so he
उसके
reduced the
पहले तो 2
content to
घंटा,
4
2.5
pages.
घंटा बाबा मूली
Sometimes Baba used to give Murli for 2 hours,
कराची
2.5
में
hours.
3 घंटा भी
In
चलाता
Karachi, we also had a Murli for 3 hours.
फिर बाबा को कहने बाबा
Then,
थोड़ा सा
then we used to say to Baba, Brahma Baba, please reduce the
टाइम फिक्स कर लिया
Then he said, okay, okay. And a time, the duration for which the Murli had to be given was
एक बात
fixed.
कहती हूँ, बाबा
So,
का
so
ये
once,
भी हम
I'd like
अच्छी
to
तरह से
say
जैसे क्लास में आने के पहले
that after coming or before coming to class,
इतना अच्छी भावना से आना बाबा की बोली चलेंगी क्या सुनाएगा आज
there used to be this
सुनाया बाबा कभी भी
this feeling, bhavna, as to what is Baba going to talk on us. And this was the speciality of Baba. Baba never thought much. All he said, all he would ask, that what would be the toli today? Children should receive toli. He would not have any other business. Wouldn't talk of anything. After Murli, not immediately, Baba would say, now, first of all, revise Murli, then go into your daily activities. So here we used to come to Baba and sit in front of Baba, and then we used to fill ourselves with the intoxication of Baba. It's kind of a chamber.
वो जो बाबा के साथ निर्मला बहन अनुभव है चैम्बर का
Dr. Nirmala, are you experienced about the chamber?
आपको है
The chamber
कितना
where we used to
प्यारा,
sit and
अच्छा
churn,
मीठा अनुभव था।
and we used to get intoxicated on
मम्मा
churning
की
the
तबीयत
points.
ठीक नहीं थी,
It
तो
used to be such a
मम्मा के
beautiful
रूम में आके
experience.
चैम्बर करता था।
So, if Mama was not well, then Brahma Baba would come to a room and then revise
वो जो
the points of Murli.
फीलिंग है ना,
That
जैसे
feeling,
कल रात को हो रहा है ना,
yesterday as I
वो
was
जो
mentioned,
अनुभव में अंदर भरी पड़ी है ना,
now that deep feeling which is merged in the experience,
वो सदा स्मृति स्वरूप में रहने मदद करती है।
it helps in
और
always
कोई बात
maintaining the
पुरानी भूल
stage
जाना
of
easy
being
है।
the embodiment of remembrance or awareness.
अपनी या किसी
Everything else is easy to forget, but to remember
अगर
your
भूल
own
जाना
state.
easy नहीं है, तो
If it
योगी
isn't,
है।
if it is not easy for you to forget, then it means that you're not
मेरे से
having
हुआ या मेरे
an
किसी
accurate
से हुआ,
yoga,
कोई
whether it
बात,
happens
कोई
through me or through another one. It doesn't really
उसको
matter
फोर्स देवे वदन कोई
to give weight to that situation, to that problem. No, it doesn't really matter.
तभी कहेंगे
Then
सहज
alone we'll
योगी
say
है,
that
बड़ा
this one
सहज
is
है।
an easy
इनके साथ
yogi.
communication रखना बड़ा सहज है।
It's very easy to have communication
पुरानी
with this
स्मृति
one.
से कोई बात बोलेंगे,
If someone remembers something of the
वो
past,
आवाज, वो
then that sound, then that
अलौकिकता,
that
दिव्यता
alokta, that
में
divinity,
मधुरता जो है ना,
that sweetness which is present in
अलौकिकता
that,
में
in
दिव्यता
alokikta.
आने से
And when divinity comes in alokikta,
बोल
then the
अर्थ
words
सहज होंगे,
automatically will be meaningful, they will carry
स्वीकार
weight.
करने लायक होंगे।
They will be the words which would be acceptable, worthy of acceptance. Okay, fine.
ऐसा टोन चेंज हो जाए ना,
But if the tone changes,
अलौकिकता नहीं है।
then there is no alokikta.
जब बाबा ने अलौकिक शब्द निकाला था ना, तो भी
When
उसकी
Baba used this
कितना
word
समय बाबा
alokik,
उसकी मीनिंग
then
दिखाता रहा,
Baba
बताता रहा।
used to explain the meaning of the word alokik in so many different ways for such a
लौकिक
long
और
period of
अलौकिक में
time,
कितना
on
अंतर
for
है।
on so many different occasions. The difference between lokik and alokik.
अलौकिकता कहाँ तक आई, ये बाबा चेक करता रहा हमारे।
Baba used to
कोई
check
पुरानी
to what
लौकिक
extent
मिक्स न
have
हो।
we imbibed alokikta. That lokic, worldly things do not get
कोई
mixed in
गिने
our
चुने
divine
हैं
nature.
बाबा के बच्चे,
There are few
जिन्होंने फट से
counted,
लौकिक
a
से
handful
जीवन
of
अलौकिक
children
बना दिया।
who immediately were able to change that lokic life
तो ये मैं क्यों
into
सुनाती
the
हूँ?
alokik life.
बात
So
इसलिए
why am
बताती
I
हूँ, कोई
saying
भी
this?
ऐसा चांस ले
Because
सकता है।
anybody can take this chance of quickly becoming alokik from being
ऊंच
lokik.
जा सकता है।
You can go and become very elevated, claim a high status.
अभी तो
So now,
हवाई जहाज पहले कहते थे, फिर प्लेन कहने लगे।
these days, first we used to
उड़न
say
खटोली थे।
aeroplanes.
उड़न खटोली।
First, there used
उड़
to
जा,
be
उड़ जा, उड़ जा, उड़न
just
खटोली, उड़
just
जा।
something in which you'd fly. Then the word came aeroplane, and now we just use the word plane.
तो जैसे बैठे यहाँ, जैसे
So
उड़
fly,
रहे हैं,
fly.
बाबा उड़ा
So
रहा है।
even though we are sitting here, Baba is making us
हम
fly.
उड़ रहे हैं, पर
We are
निश्चय के बल
flying,
से।
but we are flying on the basis of our faith.
निश्चय है। तो
There
निश्चय
is the
उड़ा लेता
faith,
है।
and that faith enables us to fly.
उड़ाने वाले को इजी हो जाता है,
It
फिर
becomes
ऐसे
easy
खींचना।
for the one who makes us fly to pull us towards himself.
उड़ने वाले को उड़ना है, तो उड़ाने वाले को
So the
ऐसे
one
ऐसे
who has to
खींचना।
fly has to fly,
उसको देरी नहीं
but the
है।
one who makes you fly pulls you. It doesn't take long for him to pull you.
पर अभी यहीं बैठना है, यहाँ
But
का ही
right
दुनिया को
now you
देखना है,
have
यहाँ
to
के
sit
संस्कारों
over
से
here,
चलना है,
you have to
तो
see
वो
this
बाबा
old
भाई
world, yeah.
आकर दिखता है।
Then,
देखो,
and if you still continue with the old
बाबा
worldly sanskars,
छोड़ता नहीं है
then
बच्चों
Baba,
को।
of course, he doesn't
कोई
leave
भी
us,
घड़ी आए,
but then he
बच्चा
says,
उड़
oh,
ले।
this one is just sitting. Any time, any child can
कोई
fly.
भी देह के बंधन में, अपनी चॉइस के बंधन में भी, चॉइस का बंधन है।
Even if one is in bondage, then one is in the bondage of one's
भाई,
own
कभी-कभी कोई
choice.
सखियाँ बड़े प्यार
Sometimes,
से,
many
तुम
of my
समझते कोई
friends,
चॉइस अपना रहे ही नहीं।
they asked me that, do you think we shouldn't have
इतना बड़ा
any
चांस
choice?
मिलता है, अभी
I,
चॉइस क्या
s-
रखा है?
I said, You are getting such a big chance. What is the choice in front of that? If somebody says, this is my liking, this is my choice, then I just say, okay, fine. They do not know that Baba is giving you such a beautiful chance of uplifting yourself. You are getting a lottery. Baba has also explained us on what this lottery is. Even we didn't know in the beginning as to what is this lottery. And when somebody gets a lottery, hits the jackpot, they almost go mad. So the one who was a pauper, a beggar, just wandering in the streets, suddenly hits the jackpot of a lottery. What would be his condition be? And here also, when someone gets a lottery, they get mad. They don't understand as to what a big lottery they've got and such a big kingdom they've got and how they have to look after it. So I have many such experience. Just talk to yourself as to what has Baba given you. Then in the heart there should be no other thing at all. Yes? To be able to convert Lokik into a Lokik, this is the work of a very great fortunate soul. Not just fortunate, but not just a fortunate, but very great fortune to become so fortunate. So, there is no place in the heart for any other thing. Then alone will you be able to make others similar to yourself. Because the others get inspired by looking at him and they say, oh, we'd like to make effort like this one. Looking at Mama, Baba, Dadi, then I also feel that I have to pay so much of attention on myself and make such an effort. They are not saying that become equal to her or similar to her. All she, that is Dadi, says is Baba, Baba. What does Baba mean? What does it mean to become Aap Saman? That is, to become similar to yourself. Then, supposing there are weaknesses in the self and the others start copying that, then what will happen? So the meaning of that means that keeping Baba in front of you, and we say that see Baba, then in the effort making, then in our elevated effort making, the others become similar. That is called becoming similar to the self. To become detached and to become so fortunate that the others become similar to us in our fortune. And let them be equally fortunate. Let them also move forward with a true heart. So now the time is less, but I would like to just give you one signal. Even a very good Maharathi, supposing that one gets jealous of someone, then that one will not wish that this one should move ahead, progress, and they should stay a little behind. But the honest effort maker never even looks at this. He really doesn't pay attention. That one just grinds one's own and gets intoxicated. And one who performs the effort and works automatically, then Baba says that one is the Arjun, the seeking soul, and becomes sedated. One cannot look at someone and then move ahead or progress, but it's when we grind our own ingredients and we get intoxicated with that, then we get intoxicated. It's like we've made the effort and got the experience of that intoxication. Automatically one does that and looks at Baba and does that, then that one is able to get a deity status. These are such elevated things to understand, and leaving that, why do we get caught in the middle things? We should not even cooperate in those intermediate things. The one who, how is it that we try to cooperate with the one who is already caught in the whirlpool of the middle status? because they're in the intermediate stage, and when we align ourselves with them, then we will also stumble and lose our way. So let each one ask that. Let each one of us keep Baba in front of us. Let us follow the straight path. Let us not look to the left or to the right, here or there. Neither would think of the past, neither for the self or for the others. And for the future, we should not be too much worried about the future, but we should be concerned about the future now. But the present is for the future. Have the concern for that, and we should not be careless. So Baba, what does Baba expect from us day and night? For us, day and night, we should be just having this longing. It's only then that we will be able to blow the conch, to give the message, and the sound will go far. So somebody's effort making should be such, then it's not like this. It's not that like me one should make the effort. No, the effort should be such that our churning should automatically become clean, pure, and elevated. Each one will make the individual effort, but looking at the gathering, right from the beginning, there will be some 10 or 15. They will say, at least I'm better than that one in those 10, 15. If they'll come in the 500 of Madhuban, and then they'll say, oh. Sometimes one likes to congratulate oneself that I'm at least better than those 15, 20. But can they say that they are even better than the 5,000? Now we have hundreds and thousands of BKs. Can you still say and claim that this one is good? That this one is really elevated? And when Baba gives the certificate, you get the certificate from all over. So let us pay so much attention on our own self. And it's only then I will not only pass, but I will pass with honor. There should not be a single second or a minute that this is the honor of Baba that I represent at a given time. So if you'll pay attention, this is I'm holding the honor of Baba, and Baba is saying, children, you have to pass with honor. So if we forget Baba even for a minute, then we will not pass with honor. If we just use the dictates of our own mind, then we cannot pass with honor. If we will keep Srimad in our head, then so today is the day of our beloved Baba, that day with whom, the one to whom we have given our heart. Let us ask each one who've given the heart to Baba. Those who have given their heart to the beloved, ask them, how were you able to tie this bond of love with the Father? Okay, the Murli starts now. Sweet children, you are now the instruments to establish the land of immortality, where there will not be any trace of sorrow or sin. That is the viceless world. Question. What is the wonderful plan of the godly family? Answer is, the plan of the godly family is to do family planning and to establish the religion of truth and to destroy all the other innumerable religions.
करने के plans बनाते हैं.
People make
बाप
plans
कहते हैं उनके plans
for
चल नहीं
birth
सकते.
control. The father says their plans can
मैं
never
ही नई
work.
दुनिया की स्थापना करता हूँ.
He is the one who comes and establishes the new
बाकी
world.
सब आत्माएं ऊपर
And
घर
all
में
the
चली
other
जाती हैं.
souls, they all go back home in heaven.
बहुत थोड़ी आत्माएं रहती है.
Very few souls remain.
ओम शांति.
Om Shanti.
यह घर भी है.
This is a home.
यूनिवर्सिटी भी है.
It is also
Institution
a
भी है.
university and also an institution.
तुम बच्चों की आत्मा जानती है.
The souls of you children know
वह शिव बाबा है.
that he
हम
is
आत्माएं
Shiv
शालिग्राम.
Baba and that we the souls are saligrams.
बाबा शिव बाबा.
Our Baba is our Shiv Baba and we the souls are
जिनका ये
saligrams
शरीर है.
to whom the body
शरीर नहीं
belongs.
कहेगा हमारी आत्मा.
The body will not say, my soul. See?
ये हमारा शरीर. शरीर नहीं कहेगा हमारी आत्मा.
The body will not say, my
आत्मा
soul.
कहती है हमारा
But it
शरीर.
is the soul that says
इतना हर एक
that
सोचती
this is
है.
my body. Does anyone amongst you think like that? Dadi Janki is
बाबा
asking
जैसे
you.
clear, कभी भी एक एक शब्द सबको
See
सुनाने के
how
लिए
Baba
ध्यान
clarifies each word.
आत्मा है अविनाशी.
Back to the Murli.
शरीर
The
है
soul
अविनाशी.
is imperishable and
अभी तुम
the
अपन को
body is
आत्मा
perishable.
समझते हो.
Now you
हमारा
consider
बाबा
yourself to be
शिव
a
है.
soul. Our Baba is Shiv.
वह है सुप्रीम फादर.
He is our Supreme Father.
आत्मा जानती है.
The soul
वह हमारा
knows
सुप्रीम बाबा भी
that
है.
he is also our Supreme Baba.
सुप्रीम टीचर भी है.
He is also our Supreme Teacher.
सुप्रीम गुरु भी है.
He is also our Supreme Guru.
भक्ति मार्ग में भी बुलाते हैं.
In the
"ओ
path
God
of devotion also they call out and they say,
वो
Oh
हमारा भी
Godfather, he now belongs to us.
बाप भी है.
He is the
टीचर भी
Father,
है,
he is
गुरु
our
भी है.
teacher and also our Guru.
भक्ति मार्ग में बुलाते
In the path
हैं,
of
"ओ
devotion they
Godfather."
call out and say,
मरने समय
Oh
भी कहते
Godfather,
हैं,
and even at the time of leaving the
"हे
body,
भगवान हे."
they say, Oh God.
पुकारते
Oh
हैं.
Ishwar, Ishwar means God.
पर
They
किसके
call out,
बुद्धि में भी यथार्थ रीत बैठता नहीं है.
but they don't understand accurately through their
फादर तो
intellect
सब आत्माओं का
as
एक हो
as
गया.
to who is this Father. The Father of all the
कहा
souls
जाता
is
है, "हे
one,
पतित पावन."
and it is said, the purifier.
तो गुरु भी हो गया.
And therefore, when he's the purifier,
कहते
he's
दुख
also
से
the
हमको
Guru.
लिबरेट कर शांति
They
धाम में ले
say,
जाओ.
liberate us from sorrow and take us to Shanti Dham,
तो बाप
the
भी
land
हुआ.
of peace. And therefore, he's the Father,
फिर पतित पावन सतगुरु भी हुआ.
and then he's also the
Liberate कर
purifier,
लेके जाओ.
Satguru.
बाप
He
भी हुआ.
liberates us and takes
फिर
us
साथ
home.
लेके जाओ.
He takes us home with him.
सतगुरु भी हुआ.
He's
फिर
also our
सृष्टि चक्र
Satguru.
कैसे फिरता है.
And then how does the cycle of
मनुष्य 84
creation
जन्म
spin?
कैसे लेते
How do
हैं.
the people undertake
वह
84
बेहद
births?
की हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी सुनाते हैं.
He gives you
इसलिए
that
सुप्रीम
unlimited
टीचर भी हुआ.
history and geography of the world, and that is why he is the supreme
काल में.
teacher. In the path of ignorance,
बाप अलग, टीचर अलग, गुरु अलग होते
the
हैं.
father is separate, teacher is separate, and Satguru or Guru is separate.
ये बेहद का बाप, टीचर, गुरु एक ही
This
है.
is the one father
कितना
who is
फर्क हो गया?
also the teacher and also the Satguru, the true Guru.
बेहद का बाप, बेहद
The
का वर्षा
unlimited
देते हैं.
Father is the one who gives you the unlimited
बच्चों को.
inheritance.
वह भी हद का वर्षा देते हैं.
And that too, he gives the children the limited,
पढ़ाई भी हद की है.
the limited inheritance of the world. That is the physical Father. And then they teach
वर्ल्ड की
limited
हिस्ट्री
things of the
ज्योग्राफी
world.
को कोई जानते नहीं
But
है.
nobody really knows the world's
ये किसको
history
पता
and
ही नहीं
geography.
है.
Nobody
लक्ष्मी
knows
नारायण राज कैसे
that
पाया.
how did this Lakshmi and Narayan take the kingdom,
कितना समय वह राज्य चला.
and for how long did their kingdom last.
त्रेता की राम सीता ने कितना समय राज किया.
And then The silver-aged Ram and Sita, how long did their kingdom last? This history and geography is not known by anyone. They don't know anything. Now, you children know that the unlimited Father has come in order to teach us. And then Baba shows us the way of Satgati, the road to salvation. Having taken 84 births, one becomes impure. And now you have to become pure. This is the Tamopradhan world. Everything comes in Sato, Rajo and Tamo stages. This is the creation, and this, the age, the duration also goes from old to new. The new becomes old, the old becomes new. This is something which everybody knows. In the Golden Age, there was Bharat. And in that Bharat, there was the kingdom of the deities. And now, what has happened to that? See how Baba is giving us the history. Now, what has happened? Those deities, they took rebirth. And from being Sato Pradhan, they came into Sato, Rajo and Tamo Pradhan stages. They took so many births. In Bharat, 5,000 years ago, when there was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, then the lifespan of each individual, of each human being, used to be about 125 years or 150 years. That was called the land of immortality, Amarlok. No one had untimely death. This is the land of death. In the land of immortality, human beings have a long lifespan. It's as though they were immortal. In the Golden Age, there was the pure path of the householders. That was called the viceless world. And right now, there is the vicious world. Now you children know we are the children of Shiv Baba. We take the inheritance, or we receive the inheritance from Shiv Baba. One is the father, the other is the grandfather. You get the inheritance from the grandfather. Everyone has the right on the property of the grandfather. Brahma is called Prajapita Brahma. Adam and Eve. He is the incorporeal godfather. And Prajapita Brahma is the corporeal father. This one, Brahma Baba, has his body, but Shiv Baba does not have his body. So you get the inheritance. So you get the inheritance from Shiv Baba through Brahma Baba. You will get the grandfather's property through the father. So you are now becoming deities from the ordinary human being. So then through Brahma you are becoming deities from the ordinary human beings. In the scriptures they praise, there's a lot of praise. Just as Baba says, remember Alpha. Then and then you will also remember that Be, that is Beta, the inheritance is also yours. In the Sikh religion, the Granth Sahib scripture also says that remember the one Father. They all remember the one Father. When this battle will come to an end, then in the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, there will be only one religion. These are things to understand.
भगवानोवाच
God speaks.
पतित पावन ज्ञान का सागर भगवान को कहा जाता है.
The one who
भगवानोवाच.
purifies. This is what
पतित
God
पावन
speaks.
ज्ञान का
The one
सागर
who
भगवान को ही
purifies,
कहा जाता
the
है.
one who is the ocean of knowledge,
वही
is
दुख
the
हरता
one
सुख
God.
हरता है.
He is the one who removes sorrow
बोली ऐसी
and
टीका
bestows
से कर
happiness.
करके फिर अच्छे
See,
धीरे-धीरे
Dadi
बाबा
Janki
के
says you
शब्द
must
कितने
revise
accurate
this,
वो
Murli, and
ऐसे ही
understand the
बताना है.
importance and significance of each word. Back to
जब
the
बाप
Murli.
के बच्चे हैं तो
So
जरूर हम
we
सुख
are-
में होने चाहिए.
We are the Father's children, and therefore we must be in
प्रभातवासी
the
सत्युग में
state
थे.
of great deal of happiness.
बाकी सब आत्माएं शांति धाम में
The
थी.
Father will take us in the golden age, whereas all the other souls will
अभी
be
तो
in
सब आत्माएं
Shanti
यहाँ आ
Dham,
रही है.
the land of peace. Right now, all the other
हम
souls
जाकर देवी देवता
are
बनेंगे.
coming down, and we will go and become the deities.
स्वर्ग में पाठ बजाते हैं.
We play our part in
तो
heaven.
दिल को लगती है बरोबर ये बातें हैं.
Does anybody's heart get stuck? Yes? You think this is right? Please answer, respond. Yes? Do you think these are right things, accurate things? Yes? Please respond. We were the ones who were, we are becoming now, then we'll go once again and rule in the kingdom. Yes? Yes? You feel like that? Okay. Back to the
हम
Murli.
जाकर देवी देवता बनेंगे.
So we'll be the ones who will go and become the deities, and so we'll play our part in the heaven. This old world is the land of sorrow, and the new world is the land of happiness. There's the old world. When the house becomes old, then snakes and rats come out from it. This whole world is like this. Rats and then the serpents. What happens when the house gets invaded by them?
इस कल्प की आयु 5000 वर्ष है.
This kalpa lasts for 5,000 years.
नई दुनिया नई दिल्ली हो.
Even Gandhiji wanted the New Delhi, where there's the kingdom of Ram. So even Gandhiji wanted the kingdom of Ram in New Delhi, but this is really the work of that one, that is the Father. It is only in the kingdom of deities there will be that kingdom of Ram. It is in the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan in the golden age. First of all, there is the kingdom of Radhe and Krishna, and when they get engaged and married, then they become Lakshmi and Narayan. So at this time, they must have performed such actions. So the Father explains to you what is meant by action, neutral action and sinful action. In the kingdom of Ravan, whatever action human beings do, so in the kingdom of Ravan, whatever actions people perform, human beings perform, that becomes sinful action, whereas in the golden age, the action is neutral action. In the scriptures also, they have mentioned this, but they have changed the name as to who has given this knowledge, and this is the big mistake. Shiva is the incorporeal Supreme Father. Krishna, however, is a corporeal being. First there is Shiv Jayanti, or the birthday of Shiva, and then they also celebrate the birthday of Krishna. So first Shiv Jayanti and then Krishna Jayanti. So first the birthday of Shiva and then the birthday of Krishna. So the Father comes and makes Bharat into heaven. So it is after Shiv Jayanti that there is Krishna Jayanti. And in between the two events, of the birthday of Shiva and the birthday of Krishna, there is the festival of Rakhi. So Dadi Janki says this is wonderful, that see how these festivals have also come in at the right time, because one needs purity and one needs destruction of the old world too. So when the battle takes place, everything gets destroyed. You will come in the new world and rule in the new world. You are not studying for this old world, for this land of death. So here you come here not to study for this old world. Your study, however, is for the new world, the land of immortality. There will be no college like this anywhere else. The Father says, now this land of immortality is coming to an end. Therefore, study well and become clever quickly.
वह बाप भी है, पतित
That
पावन
one
भी है,
is the
पढ़ाते
Father,
भी
is the
है।
purifier. He also teaches
ये
you.
गॉडफादरली यूनिवर्सिटी
So this
है।
is the Godfatherly University.
भगवान वाच्य है ना।
God speaks
कृष्ण तो सत्युग का प्रिंस है।
that Krishna is the Prince of the Golden Age.
वह भी शिव बाबा से वर्षा लेते
He
हैं।
also takes the inheritance from Shiv Baba.
इस समय सब भविष्य के
At
लिए
this time,
वर्षा ले रहे हैं।
everyone
जितना
is
पढ़ेंगे
taking the
उतना
inheritance
वर्षा
for the
मिलेगा।
future, and as much as you study, you can take
जितना
that
पढ़ेंगे उतना वर्षा
inheritance.
मिलेगा। नहीं पढ़ेंगे
If you will
तो
not
कम हो
study,
जाएगा।
then you will lose your status.
कहाँ भी रहो,
You
पढ़ते
can stay
रहो।
anywhere. You can study as
मुरली तो विलायत
you
में
can
जा सकती
study.
है।
This
जाती
Murli
नहीं
can
है।
go abroad. At that time, Murli did not go to abroad, but now Murli can go
बाबा रोज
abroad.
सावधानी देते थे तो
Baba
रोज मुरली
cautions
क्यों?
you every day.
बाबा रोज
Why
सावधानी
why
देते
must you
रहते
hear
हैं।
to this Murli every day? Baba gives you,
मुरली आना
cautions
कब
you.
शुरू हुई थी?
When did the Murli start coming or reaching abroad?
अभी कैसे सुनूं? हाँ?
Somebody says.
पीछे पहले तो नहीं आती थी, पहले आती थी। बुक पोस्ट कहाँ आता था?
Previously it used to come by post, through
पर
book
ऐसे तो
post.
रोज आने मुरली तो नहीं है सिंध है।
But you never used to hear
अभी
Murli
तो
like
को
this. Now
कितनी
you see,
salvation हो गई है।
now you've got so much of
मुझे
salvation.
पता है मुरली पर
I know the time, well, this is outside the Murli. I know the time when we never used to get the Murli every
बाबा
day.
रोज सावधानी
So back to
देते
the
रहते
Murli.
हैं।
Baba
बच्चे
cautions
बाप को याद करो, इनसे
every
तुम्हारे
day.
विक्रम नाश होंगे।
Children continue to remember him, and through that sins will get destroyed, and the mixture that is present in the soul, that will get removed. The soul becomes 100% pure. Right now it is impure.
भक्ति तो मनुष्य बहुत करते हैं।
People of the world, they perform a lot of bhakti.
तीर्थों पर मेलों पर लाखों मनुष्य जाते हैं।
So they go a lot to the pilgrimage places, to the fairs. This ritual has been taking place
कितने मंदिर आज बनाते
for so
हैं।
many
मेहनत
ages.
करते हैं।
They make
फिर भी
a lot of effort to make,
मंदिर
build
बनाते
temples,
फिर भी
but
सीढ़ी उतरते आते हैं।
still they continue to come down the ladder.
अभी तुम जानते हो।
So now you know
हम चढ़ती कला से सुखधाम में
that through this stage of ascent we are going to
अभी चढ़ती कला से
the golden age.
तीन चित्र बुद्धि में हो
So
समाये।
always
चक्कर,
these three
झाड़,
pictures should be
सीढ़ी।
there. The cycle, the tree,
बिठाते हो
and the
बुद्धि में।
ladder. Do you place these three pictures in your intellect? Yes? Please
जिसके
respond.
बुद्धि में चक्कर, झाड़, सीढ़ी।
So these three pictures, and in that also have Trimurti. That is
बस उसके
the
दिमाग
cycle,
में
the
बड़ा
tree, the ladder, and along with that Trimurti. The one who understands this well, they will be able to understand Murli very well.
करके, टुक करके। भले एक महीना
They
लग
will,
जाए
even
झाड़ समझाने में।
it might take you 1 month to understand the tree, to explain the tree. They continue to churn.
जल्दी नहीं बैठता है।
The knowledge of that doesn't come
आत्मा का
easily,
ज्ञान समझ जाएंगे, पर
instantly.
चक्कर करके समझाया ना तो बुद्धि चक्कर खाएंगी।
If you
कैसे
try to
क्या,
explain on the
कैसे क्या।
cycle, people get confused and they say, why, what, how? And then you have to say Shanti, peace, and go on explaining. This is when you understand this cycle of knowledge, that if you want to go to the land of peace, then you will have to be peaceful. Automatically the other things will be left.
देना है।
As soon as you find the time, explain on these pictures. Okay.
हमने कभी मेडिटेशन कोर्स नहीं कराया कभी।
Dadi Janki says she's never conducted or had a meditation course, positive thinking. What are this?
बताए ऐसे बैठ जाए।
One should explain in such a way that the other just sits
ऐसे सदा
forever.
मुस्कुराए।
You should smile constantly and say, yes, I have understood well. That one gets merged in the love of Baba and gets removed from body consciousness.
फिर कला का फिर हमको उतरना है।
So back to the Murli now.
फिर कला कमती होती
Now
जाती
we have to
है।
come to the stage
नए
of descent,
मकान का
and then as the
बका 10
degrees
वर्ष के बाद
become less,
कम हो जाता है।
after 10
10 वर्ष
years,
के बाद भी कम हो जाता है।
the splendor of the new house becomes
नई
less.
दुनिया सत्युग
Even
में
after
थे।
10 years, you were the
सादा
ones who were in the
1200
new
वर्ष के
age in
बाद
the golden
राम
aged
राज्य
world.
शुरू हो गया।
And then after half the time, then the kingdom of Ram started. Now just look at the world today. What is the population is so much. This world is so old. Those people of the world, they make family planning plans, and we say that this is the work, family planning is the work of the Father. In the golden age, only 900,000 people will remain. That's all. And the others, they will go to their sweet home in the soul world. This is the godly family planning. He establishes one religion and finishes off with the other innumerable religions. The Father is doing his work. They say, people of the world these days, they say you can indulge in vice but don't have children. But even as they do that, nothing will happen. Really, this is the unlimited planning, and it is in the hands of the Father. The Father says that He is the one who creates Sukhdam, the land of happiness, from this land of sorrow. He comes every 5,000 years at the confluence of the Iron Age and the Golden Age. And now the pure world is being made from the impure world. So the old world will be destroyed and the new world will be established. This is the work of the Father. In the Golden Age there was one religion, and in the Golden Age they were the king and the queen. They were the emperor or the empress. You also know that whose rosary is this? On the top of the rosary there is the flower, Shiv Baba, and then there is the dual bead, Brahma and Saraswati. It is their rosary. So they make this world from hell into heaven. So the one who teach, they are remembered. So the Father explains, they were the ones who were pure in the Golden Age. So the path of the household was very pure, but right now it is impure, and they call out now that, "Oh, purifier, come and purify us." In the Golden Age, they will not call out. Dadi Janki says, we must show you what is this bhakti. We should have a cultural program, Sister Sudha, that how they chant Raghupati, Raghav, Raja Ram, as to how is this bhakti performed. You must show this. That how they sing the hymns, how they beat the drums. What is this bhakti? Back to the Murli. At the time of happiness, nobody remembers God. In the Golden Age, you will not call out to the Father. It's only at the time of sorrow that they call out to the Father. The Father is the liberator. He is the merciful one. He is the merciful one. He is the one who is blissful, and He comes and gives liberation and liberation in this life. They call out to Him and say, "Take us to the sweet home." Right now there is no experience of happiness. This is the rule of the subject over subjects. In the Golden Age, there will be the kingdom of the king and the queen. The Father says as to how you become the master of the world. There, you will have unlimited wealth. In the Golden Age, your homes will be built of gold bricks. They will continue to manufacture gold bricks, and in those bricks, the diamonds and the jewels are studded in them. Just, let's go to the Golden Age and just imagine as how there will be the gold bricks and how the diamonds and precious jewels will be embedded or studded in them. And then back to the Murli. Now see, the others came, they invaded the land and plundered and took all those diamonds and jewels away. Now nothing is seen, the Father says. He comes every 5,000 years. He comes for the destruction of the old world. These atomic bombs have been made. This is the work of science. They have manufactured such thing from the intellect. They've used their intellect in such a way that they prepare ammunition for the destruction of their own clan. This rehearsal will continue to take place till the time the kingdom is established. Till then, the destruction does not take place. Baba is holding it. Of course, preparations for destruction are taking place. After that, even calamities will also do their work, and then we won't have such a big population. Now Baba says, children, now children should forget this old world. And just remember the sweet home. Just remember the sweet home, the kingdom of the golden age. Just as when they make or build a new home, they always remember the new home. Right now, the new world is being established. The Father is the one who grants salvation to each and every one. The souls will go, the bodies will perish here. The soul will become pure only through the remembrance of the Father. Everybody's body will finish. How will this happen? The soul will become pure through the remembrance of the Father. You have to definitely become pure. The deities are pure. In front of them, you never place any impure offering. When they are Vaishnavas, Vaishnava means vegetarians. Dadi Janki says, since morning I've been remembering Vaishno Devi and Shitala Devi. Both of them are worshipped a lot these days. Kali, Durga, Amba, these goddesses are also there. But Shitala is also remembered. Just try and become the goddess of coolness, Shitala Devi. Just think that I am a Vaishno Devi, but I am also the Shitala Devi, the goddess of coolness. In Amritsar, there is a temple of Shitala Devi, goddess of coolness, and our establishment has taken place. We gave a speech in that temple of the goddess of coolness, Shitala Devi. So back to the Murli. That world, the new world, is a viceless world. What is that is called? What is the meaning of Vaishnav? Think about it, churn on it. Those who are really good, not just the food. Vaishnavas literally translated means those who are vegetarians, but also who are also pure in their thoughts, in their words, the way they utter their word, their speech, the way they come into their daily behavior. You have to be true Vaishnavas, and then you have to be the Shitala Devi. Now that is the viceless world. Back to the Murli, that is the viceless world. This is the vicious world. You have to go there. Now, they understand that through the atomic bombs, everything will finish. This battle, great battle, will have to be fought. They think that somebody is inspiring them to make them. They know that their own clan will finish or perish with these weapons, but they cannot remain without making them. Through Shankar, destruction takes place. Destruction is standing in front of you. So destruction is just ahead. The flames of destruction emerge through the sacrificial fire of knowledge. You are now studying in order to become the masters of heaven. This old world is to be destroyed and become new again. This cycle continues to turn. History must repeat. First there is the original eternal deity religion, and then the Moon Dynasty warrior religion. After that, those of the Islam, Buddhists, they all come, and then the number one definitely comes again, and everything else is destroyed. Who is teaching you children? That one is the incorporeal Shiv Baba. He is the teacher and the Satguru. He starts teaching you as soon as he comes. And that is why it is written that the birthday of Shiva is also the birthday of Krishna, or birthday of Gita. The birthday of Gita is also the birthday of Krishna. Shiv Baba is establishing The Golden Age. The land of Krishna is called the Golden Age. It is not a sage, saint, or human being is teaching you. So, this is the unlimited Father who is the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. He is the one who is teaching you. He gives you the inheritance of 21 births. Destruction has to take place. For the present time, it is said, it is for the present time that it is said. One is the time of destruction, and the other is, it is of this time it is said that some people's wealth remained buried, some people's wealth was looted by the government or by the king, and there will be some whose wealth is stolen, and some whose wealth is burnt by fire. So those who just accumulate wealth, do not use it. They might just get buried, like in an earthquake. Some will be looted by the thief, but they'll get stolen, and some wealth will go away in taxes or be taken away by the kings or the princes. So everything will be sacrificed in this sacrificial fire. Right now, a small fire starts somewhere now, but is soon extinguished. It will take some time. Everyone will fight with each other. There won't be anyone left to stop them from fighting. After the rivers of blood, there will be the rivers of milk, which will flow. This is called the great play of bloodshed. Children have had visions, but at that time you will also see all of those with your physical eyes. So before destruction takes place, remember the Father, and you souls will become Satopradhan from being Tamopradhan. The Father is preparing you for the establishment of the new world. When the kingdom is fully established, destruction will take place. Acha, meethe say all of you, meethe, sikhilate bachon prati मात पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते एंड रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप को namaste. That is, the spiritual children greet the spiritual father. And now points for inculcation. First point, you have to make yourselves worthy of going to the land of Vishnu. Become completely pure. Renounce impure food and drink. Use everything you have in a worthwhile way before destruction takes place. Second point, study and quickly become clever. Pay attention so that you do not perform any sinful action. Blessings for today. Through your image, reveal the Father and the teacher's face. Be the one who revealed the Father's and the teacher's face. May you become such an experienced image. So once again, may you become an experienced image who reveals the Father and the teacher's face through your image. To stabilize in your original position is the pilgrimage of remembrance. See, such a deep point. You must know that the first question and answer of the Murli and the points for inculcation. It is Didi who asked Brother Raju to extract these points. And Didi started this tradition. So even when Brahma Baba was there, Corporal Father, then she used to extract these questions and find the answer. And then she would say to Baba, Baba, this was the question you asked. Didi's intellect was so refined, and we used to have a lot of chit-chat. So, Brother Neville, you have got Didi's drishti. You can be so fortunate, and you can do this. Just see how fortunate you are. You've had the drishti of Didi. Yes?
इतनी सरी मत पर पक्की 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 पक्की.
She was so firm on Srimad, and then she taught Brother Raju
धारणा का सार.
as to how to ask the question, the answer, and then points for inculcation. And later on, the blessings were extracted from Avyakt Murli.
सारा खजाना अभी वरदान आज का सुन करके
So after listening to today's blessings,
अपने
all day
मूरत
long,
से फिर भी मैं बढ़ती हूँ.
I'll read this
अपने
blessing
मूरत से
again. Dadi Janki
बाप
says,
और शिक्षक की सूरत.
so through your image reveal the face of the Father, the
बाप और
teacher's
शिक्षक
face.
की सूरत.
So reveal the
वो
Father and the
प्रत्यक्ष
teacher's
करने वाले
face.
अनुभवी मूरत भव.
So may you make yourself worthy,
अपने असली पोजीशन में
or may
ठहरना.
you become an
यही
experienced
याद किया
image who reveals the Father and the teacher's face through your image. To stabilize in your
जो
original
हूँ जिसका हूँ,
position is the
जो हूँ
pilgrimage
जिसका
of
हूँ,
remembrance. Remain
उसमें
stable
स्थित
in the
रहो.
consciousness of who you are and whom do you belong to.
किसको जचती है? जो
Do you
हूँ
like this?
जैसा हूँ.
As I am, whatever I am, I belong to Him.
उसमें स्थित रहो.
So stabilize
असली
yourself
स्वरूप के
in this
निश्चय है.
awareness. With faith in your
असली स्वरूप
original
के
form
निश्चय और अनेक बार
and the
की
awareness
विजय
of your victory,
की स्मृति से सदा नशे के स्थिति के सागर में लहराते रहेंगे.
so with faith in your original form and the awareness of your
निश्चय.
victory on innumerable
विजय.
times, you will always continue to move along
कि स्मृति
in the
सदा इस
waves of
नशे
the
की स्थिति
ocean
के
of an
सागर में
intoxicated
लहराते रहेंगे.
state.
जब सुखदाता के बच्चे हैं,
Because you're the children of the
दुख की
bestower of
लहर
happiness,
कैसे आ सकती
then
है?
how can you ever be affected by a wave of sorrow?
जब सुखदाता
When
के
you are the
बच्चे हैं,
children of the one who is the bestower of happiness, how can a wave of sorrow ever affect you?
सब शक्तिमान के बच्चे
You
शक्तिहीन
are
कैसे हो
the
सकते हैं?
children of the Almighty Authority. How can you be the ones without power, powerless?
इसी पोजीशन के अनुभव में रहो.
So stay in the experience of this position,
तो आपकी मूरत से
and through your
बाप और
image,
शिक्षक की
the
सूरत
Father's and the teacher's
स्वतः
face
प्रत्यक्ष हो
will
सकती होंगी.
easily become visible.
Easy way.
Easy way, yes?
स्लोगन.
Slogan for
सत्यवादी वह है
today. He is the one who is honest,
जिसके चेहरे चलन में दिव्यता हो.
who has divinity on his face and is seen in his activity.
सत्यवादी वह.
So he's the one who can be called Satyavadi, or the one who is honest, who on whose face divinity is seen and in whose action divinity is seen. Okay? Om Shanti.
सभी को टोली मिलेंगी.
Away my pride, burning me down to the gold in which I began. And I can't believe how much you care. And I'm learning that you are aware. You remind me that you are so aware. No matter what you're showing, the love keeps flowing. Tell me, how can anyone be so beautiful, so beautiful as you? I took every life of loving just to bring me back to loving you. Finding my way from the darker side, how would I know I would find a guide? Ah, but much to my deep surprise, I found myself falling right into your eyes. None of my gifts can buy your smile. Things of this world only last a while, and if I want too much, you show me the door that leads inside once more. Tell me, how can anyone be so beautiful as you? I spent every life of loving just to bring me back to loving you. I spent every life of loving just to bring me back to love.